Hello and welcome to the Rundown. Crash tests are not normally something we focus on at this show, but this week's subcompact crash tests bear discussion. Here's the deal. The IIHS, that's the International Institute for Highway Safety, they take a bunch of cars from the auto manufacturers and slam them against a bunch of walls. Kind of like little boys with Hot Wheels. Then the smoke clears and they inspect the damage. Depending on a whole bunch of mathematical formulas that I honestly can't explain to you, the engineers give the car a score. It's safe to say, though, if the crash test shows that you'd have a door mirror lodged in your forehead, the car's going to get a poor score. Now, tiny cars in general don't do that well in these tests. They've come a long way, for sure. I mean, I remember my father had a red Chevy Citation with completely rusted floorboards, and thank God he never crashed it into anything. But the fact is, there's not much mass to throw around here. The improvements to crumple zones have helped, of course, but a Honda Fit is still going to be completely defeated by a concrete barrier. Which is the problem, it seems. Only one of the 11 subcompacts by the IIHS received an overall rating of acceptable. The Chevy Spark. Well, I forgot they made those. Strangely, there's no mention of the Sonic, which is the main entry from GM in the subcompact class. It's worth noting that in its own test, the Sonic received an overall score of Marginal, which is the best overall score of any of the other cars achieved. But the Sparks test allowed GM to say that they've got the top safety pick in the class, even though most people can't actually buy the car. Worth noting, Toyota also has two cars in the segment. The Yaris is the better of the two with an overall marginal rating. The Prius C gets a poor designation, which is even more reason to never buy a Prius. This round of testing also featured the Mazda 2, which, yes, is actually still for sale, the Fiat 500, the Hyundai Accent, and its sister car, the Kia Rio, which oddly, for some reason, did better than the Accent, the Nissan Versa, the Ford Fiesta, and the holy hell they're actually making that Mitsubishi Mirage. So, what does this all mean for buyers? Well, the best you'll really get in this segment is a marginal overall rating. But it's important to remember, there's always a compromise, no matter what you wind up buying. Thanks for joining us. You can follow the show on Facebook and Twitter at IBTimesTV.